Hello, Libra. Welcome to your weekly reading for November 24th to the 30th. We're doing the rest of the month. We are wrapping it up, Libra. Sun, moon, and rising. We're also going to jump right in. You know, we're at the home stretch, right? For a month, I'm sure we can all agree, has been at times warm and fuzzy. Okay. But it's also been very intense and complex and confusing. You got secrets flying over here, over there. You made some revelations. You probably said some things. Yeah, people probably said some things to you too. Okay. You were in some circumstantial events, maybe with friends or family or colleagues, your lover. Okay. Yeah, a lot of, again, secrets coming to the surface, truths coming to the surface, like that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis. Mr. and Miss Smith, it doesn't matter. Now, here's the thing. If you saw my last live stream, you know, and I'll leave it at the end of the video, you know what I'm about to say, right? Okay. You have probably felt really revved up. Really revved up. Just to feel emotionally exhausted. That's what the past few weeks may have felt like. But it's because you learned some things are just out of your hands. Forces working beyond your control. Like half the planet's retrograde, okay? Including Mercury. Saying, slow down, Libra Nation, go within, you got to go within. But you can't really say that to the sun or with a warrior god Mars blazing through fiery Sagittarius, but had to happen. So what did you do? Possibly, I would say, for the past few weeks, you did some shadow work, okay? You did some spiritual work. You did some breath work. You had to. Half the solar system was retrograde. And you had some blasts to the past. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have a lot more, okay? You're going to have a lot more this week. Because it's still all about deja vu and destiny. And the divine, but you're going to feel the momentum. Look at what's happening. All right. You're going to feel some you're going to feel movement for sure. Actually, right off the bat on Monday. And I hope you like Mondays because it's a loaded Monday and you're going to feel something here. You're going to feel something on this Monday. It's because, we got Mercury conjunct Venus and Scorpio. Now, here's the thing, Libra. Before we even get into that, you know what happened on Sunday, right? You saw your last week's reading. So it's spilling over, okay, into this week as well. And that is why you're really going to feel Monday. You're with the Sun sextile Pluto from Sunday. Just, that's amazing for you. It's really amazing. You're feeling really empowered. You're having a lot of moments of joy and pleasure and having babies. It's the fifth house. It's procreation. It's love. It's true love. It's romance. It's recreation. You took up paddleball again. Whatever you need to do. Okay, you do you. But you have Mercury conjunct Venus and Scorpio at the same time. So it's very likely that while all that's happening, right? Your mind is drifting to a former lover this day. Or they actually might literally pop back into your life. Or something with money or intimacy. Okay? That's what's happening here. Remember, Mercury's still retrograde. So you might also reassess and maybe even renegotiate something around this day. Something about your values, or maybe something else like material possessions, like you're getting something back as well. But you've got to remember, Mercury is the mind, Venus is the heart. So you want to connect the two for your passions and what you desire. Remember, the mind means nothing without the heart. You know that. Venus is your ruler. So this day you could have deep emotional conversations or even deep thoughts. That's Mercury conjunct Venus and Scorpio. Remember, Scorpio, depth, limitless. All right? That detective energy's there. It's still there. You're still doing shadow work. You're cracking the case within. All right? All about self-worth, self-value, but money is going to be a big, really big theme for you. Please hear me out here. Okay? That's going to be the title for your video. Hear me out, Libra Nation. Something needs to go. All right? And I'm going to hop on that a little bit later, but just remember mind, heart, coherence. It's energy in motion. Ride that wave. It's constant. It's infinite. Just like your destiny, which you are going to feel this day. As well, you're getting a friendly visit from Mars, who's going to bend the nodes of fate. North node in Pisces, South node in Virgo. Well, here's the thing. Mars is going to square the nodes. So your sense of freedom and your ideals could be tested. Maybe even health matters. So please pay attention to what I say. All right? Hear me out. That's going to be your thing, Libra Nation. You already got a thing. You have Libra Nation. This is the health axis. I talked about this in your 2025 annual forecast. The Virgo Pisces axis with the nodes. It's the 6th house and the 12th house for you. So it's very specific to you. All right? It's just flipped backwards because Pisces rules the 12th and then Virgo rules the 6th. But Virgo rules the 12th for you. Pisces rules the 6th. Either way, it's health. Mental health, emotional health, physical health. It's Mars. Mars is physicality. Be mindful this day. Mars is at full throttle here. All right? Long hair, don't care. That's him right now. So it can also be burnout energy. It's in, listen, you got the North Node in your 6th house of everyday activities, your lifestyle. The 6th house is health. It's physical health. It's your digestive system. It's also, work. Are you working too much? That's what's happening. But I want you to be flexible this day. All right. Be willing to adapt. It's a lot of mutable energy. You can work with this. And here's the thing. Here's the good news. Mars, he's in Sagittarius. He's in a very philosophical, vision quest, adventure, wisdom seeking sign. Okay, it's like Mars is at Burning Man. This is gonna be, and he's high on life purpose. All right, Sagittarius is all about your life purpose and the big picture. So, what does this mean? It means there's something. It's on the nose of fate, right? So there's something here. Mars wants you to see that's destined to open your mind. Okay, especially for you, Libra. Like right on the dot, because Sagittarius rules your 3rd house. The 3rd house is the mind and communication and family and traveling, short distance travel. There's, it's almost like you're launching something too. There's something online here, by the way, and a writing project is very likely, and an agreement or a disagreement. Okay, so there's just, listen, it's on the nodes of fate. There's something on this day you were meant to see, or you were meant to experience, or you were meant to communicate. And sure, maybe it is the hard way. It is Mars. He's assertive. He's driven. He's combative. He's in a man bun, in a square. And he's asking you to see the big picture. A lot of it has to do with your work or health. Okay? The other thing is with the South Node and in Virgo, that is your 12th. There's something here that, listen, the lower expression of the 12th house is self-sabotage. It's also hidden enemies. It's also not facing your fears. It's isolation. It is, even literally hospitals. All right. So that's why I'm pleased when Mars is in a fiery sign. Please, when he's squaring the nodes, just be very mindful. Like, don't go for a jog in the rain. You might catch a cold. All right. And here's the other thing is that it is a South Node and it is in your 12th. And so what did I say? Self-sabotage, right? Are you, it's like when you have it on the health axis, Libra, if you feel that you need to see a doctor or a pediatrician or whatever it is, don't ignore that. That's what I'm saying. It's just, you've got it all over here. And then you have Mars and Sag in your 3rd. So just be mindful. And I'm not saying anything like is going to happen. I'm just saying, just be mindful around this day, because it might not even be that, but it might just be burnout energy from working too much. Now, the other thing is, I really want you to pay attention to this day, especially the conversations you have. And again, maybe disagreements, maybe some arguments. It is Mars, right? But not only that, just the actions that you choose to take. Yeah, we have the power to choose. Actions do have consequences. You're on a karmic journey creating your reality. So if this is a fated moment, you have to be awake to see those little winks from the universe, to not only understand what's destined here for you, but also accept it too. So this is part of your evolution. And just remember, whatever you seek is seeking you. Thank you, Rumi. Now, Jupiter squaring Chiron and Eris, that's what makes this day a little sensitive. It's at 24 degrees, down to the second, meaning it's perfected. So this can be salt on the wounds again. It's your deja vu moment. And I say that because Jupiter was at this degree, actually, right after your birthday season, around October 20th, the end of October. There's something coming up from around that time. Something's coming up from around that time. And it might have to do with relationships. It might have to do with like modern comforts, but definitely finances. Because remember, Jupiter went retrograde just a few weeks ago. So now he's going back over that degree. And he's kind of kicking up those old wounds with Chiron and Eris, who's Mars' sister, the goddess warrior. So he's asking you, are you prepared to face these wounds again? You have to face these wounds. Jupiter's exalted in Cancer, though. So remember, he brings this high degree of protection and self-belief. And in ancient astrology, he was the healer. So you do have a shield this day, which is great. But there is definitely something here with work and career and facing any old wounds. The fact that it's happening with Mars squaring the nodes of fate, when you have the North Node in your sixth house of work and colleagues and employees, right? And then you've got the South Node in your 12th house of self-sabotage. So just keep that in mind. It's for every sign. Every sign is gonna feel this day. But there's something to be said about this confidence, having this confidence with what you do. And just, again, it's all about self-belief. All about especially with the Mars and Sagittarius, yes, your belief system as well. Now, cross watchers, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your favorite poet, mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, will feel this the most. Mars and the nodes, okay? If you have any planets 13 to 15 degrees in any of those signs, you're really going to feel it. But every sign, all the modalities are really activated. Every sign's going to feel this, okay? This day, everyone's going to feel this. Speaking of which, the moon will be in Capricorn. So it's got to be opposite Jupiter in Cancer and square Chiron in Eris. Also sextile Venus conjunct Mercury in Scorpio. But that's a lot of cardinal energy. Something's really asking you to rise up, to step up, to tap into your inner leader. We'll talk about it more in the second spread. There's a lot. And Capricorn does rule your fourth house. So there's still a lot of home and family stuff for you. All right? Something, so this day is, fated, but also, it's the moon in Capricorn, which is very no nonsense. So fated and sobering. Now, Tuesday, nope. No Tuesday. All right. Tuesday, November 25th. It's not on the whiteboard, but the moon will conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, sextile Ceres in Aries, and the sun in Sagittarius. What does this mean? You have a mini grand trine, okay, with Ceres. So here's the thing. You know how I talked about career earlier, and there could be some wounds there? Well, the wounds also exist in your seventh house of partnerships and relationships too, right? And marriage in your personal relationships and your commitments. And it can be business partners, colleagues, like I said earlier, but you've got Ceres here too. All right. We'll talk about it later. That's Virgo's planetoid, which is a dwarf planet like Pluto, i.e., big deal, right? It's a big deal. But anyway, lots to talk about with love here for you. Now, Wednesday, here's the big day. November 26th, you got Venus, your ruler, trine Jupiter and Saturn. As you know, Jupiter is already trine Saturn. So you have another grand water trine. This is, listen, we've had a couple, but this is different. You got the two benefics, Venus and Jupiter. This is a perfect golden triangle. I love it. I love this. And you've had, since your birthday season, you've had many. You've had all the inner planets, right? You had the sun, you had the moon, you had Mars, you had Mercury. They all were, aligning auspiciously with Jupiter and Saturn. And now you've got Venus, your ruler. So this is really special for you. What this means is you're going to continue to feel a lot of movement, especially emotional movement in career and work and your everyday activities and career and work and money. It's hitting your 10th, 6th, and 2nd. So that's great. It's groovy. This grand water trine with Venus involved, it's more about your connections and commitments, creative endeavors. Remember, Venus has an edge about her. She's still in Scorpio. She's detriment. She's got fangs, but this is just still really wonderful. This is really amazing. And Venus is money, the planet of money, and your second house of money, connecting with Jupiter and Cancer, your 10th house of career and fame and your reputation, and Saturn and the North Node in Pisces in your 6th house of work. And if you're not here for career or work, let's say you're retired or not working, it's still your everyday activities or your lifestyle or how you want to be perceived and your self-worth and self-value. All right. Now, she's connecting with Saturn. They're going to be building something for you. They've been building something for you, but they're doing something now, building something that's long lasting. Okay. And it may definitely have to do with relationships, love, or money, or a creative project. And then Jupiter obviously brings out optimism. He increases your luck and good fortune. So I really absolutely love this. And that's going to be a lot of that 10th house energy, career and work. Because here's the thing, Jupiter natively rules your 6th house of work. So you've got career, work. So there's definitely some movement there. All right. The other thing is that it's Venus, so you're going to be very social. You're probably going to be doing some networking. You're going to feel groovy. I don't know why I said that word, groovy. Okay, Libra? Groovy. Do you remember that? Awesome powers. Anyway, speaking about powers, you're going to feel very powerful. This is very empowering, all right? Especially about your passions here. Whatever you're investing your time and energy into, wow. It has the potential to just expand for the long term. And a lot of you are going to feel it instantly if you haven't already felt it. But remember, these grand water trines are also they're like undercurrents too. All right. Now, cross watchers, well, this one's obvious. It's the water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces will feel this the most. And if you have planets 24 to 26 degrees, in any of those signs and your natal chart and your birth chart, well, lucky you. Those planets are going to get aspected. You're lucky. All right. Now, Thursday, November 27th, gobble, gobble. All right. It is actually going to be a very heartfelt, nostalgic, very emotional, moving Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving if you're in the U.S. Saturn's going direct. Oh, everyone's going to feel this. Everyone's going to feel this. Remember, Saturn's been retrograde since July 12th. Libra, going to let you in on a little secret. If you don't know already, Saturn happens to be exalted in your sign. So the same way that Jupiter's exalted in Cancer, right? In his throne. Same thing with Saturn, okay? In your sign. But anyway, you're going to feel this, is what I'm saying. And greatly. Now, he's direct, okay? So what do? It's not really more about you. It's more about Saturn, right? Saturn's direct. He's woken up. So he's basically turning to you like the grandpa, your grandpa, the one that never smiles. And he says, Jennifer, whatever you want, I got your back. That's Saturn. All right. He's the authority. He's Chronos. He's Father Time. He's going to have his tea. He's going to make things happen for you. That's what he's doing. And by the way, you know why he woke up? From this point forward, Libra, please pay attention to this. Oh, please pay attention to this. Saturn, at this point, we're T minus 90 days until the Saturn-Neptune conjunction, February 20th, 2026. I'll leave that video at the end of this video if you haven't seen that one. All right, what you can expect for the next 2 years of your life, but honestly more than that. But wow, it's a big day. It's a Saturn-Neptune conjunction, 0 degrees, the Aries point, the beginning of the beginning, the great reset. Okay, we're about to go through a big reset. You're about to go through a big reset. Everyone's going through a big reset. This is an aspect that has never happened in modern human history. Nobody has ever experienced this, and you got a little preview of it over the summer. Yeah? Remember, I talked about this. You tapping into your spiritual warrior, you creating your reality, putting yourself where you want to be by February 20th, 2026. All right, so that's why Saturn woke up. He's got a big show in a few months. All right, he's preparing. He's preparing. So you're preparing too, okay? And what's happening here is that he is really, really... he expects you to be a completely different person, a completely changed person by the time we get there. A whole new person. All right? You can't go visit him wearing that green jacket. You got to be completely different now. Something that he's never seen before. He wants a new you. Remember, I've been saying it for months now, out with the old, in with the new. You're already seeing what Saturn's been doing. And not even Saturn, the entire prison portal. They're breaking things down for this completely new world, your brand new era. And so the fact that Saturn is moving into Aries, wow, that's a big deal. So you see, this is, even for you, it's like preparing. When you have Chiron here, when you have Eris here, when you have Ceres here, all in that 7th house. Okay? Partnerships and relationships. So anyway, you are definitely going to feel Saturn. And Saturn makes you work hard. Don't forget that. Wax on, wax off for your long-term goals. He's with Jupiter. He's with Venus. 2 optimistic planets. He's no longer retrograde. You are going to start spending time thinking about these structures in your life and setting boundaries, feeling devoted and disciplined, working with his rules. And to be honest, you probably felt a little lost without him, okay? Because he builds bridges for you. And sure, he may be old. He, wears sweater vest from the 1300s, but he's karma, he's life lessons, and you want to make him happy because he is with Neptune, and they have the power to bring your dreams and your ideals to reality. And this is the bigger picture here. You've got Saturn currently in Pisces. You've had Saturn in Pisces since March 2023. In your 6th house of daily activities and your routines and work. He didn't make it easy for you. He threw you a lot of tests. That's what he does. He gave you a bunch of challenges, but look at you now. You've passed his test. And so this, it's just a little bit of a check-in. It's like checking in on you, Tessa, whatever. You're going to be fine. You've passed this area of your life, and now I'm going to test you in relationships starting in February. So, again, the fact that Saturn's exalted in your sign, you do fine with it. But you weren't prepared for Saturn in your 6th house of work and routines and health with the North Node. All right? So there's something destined happening, and home and family. Okay? Now, Friday, November 28th, you've got, yeah, that's not for you. Well, I mean, it is. For the second spread, listen, you've got the moon conjuncting the North Node in Pisces. And I'm just going to tell you this, Libra. Listen, this is the collective unconscious. We're talking about young here, right? This is a big deal. This is a really big deal when you've got them. And the reason I say that is because Pisces is the end of the zodiac, right? The 12th sign, the end. I just told you about out with the old, in with the new. And now you have the moon conjuncting the North Node here. All right. In your 6th house, there's something building up, and there's a sense of you knowing something is ending. Now, Saturday, Freudian slip. Oh, we're bringing up young Freud. It's really late. You got Mercury going direct and Scorpio. So here's your forward momentum. Here's your moving forward. All right. Because you got Saturn and Mercury no longer making you bump into walls and walking in circles the past few weeks. And I told you that a lot of things from October they're gonna resurface now. They're gonna resurface. Especially just think about October 20th, right? Around that time, that's when everything is October 20th and later. That's when we had Mercury conjunct Mars in Scorpio, in your 2nd house of finances and money, but also self-worth and self-value. Yeah, I'm losing my voice. And there could have been something here with relationships as well, but definitely money, even investments. And you're going to feel this day. You're really going to feel this day because there's, the moon's going to be in Aries. That's going to get you all fired up. Again, relationships is going to be a big thing for you, as well as contracts, agreements. There's something here. There's something here. Now, you've got Venus opposite Uranus. Okay. So when I talk about money, I really, really want you to just... Finances may be a big theme for you this week, the same way that it was last week, but this is a little different. Venus and Uranus are obviously being a little bit naughty, and they're at 29 degrees, right? So what did I just say about out with the old, in with the new, something ending, feeling that something's ending? You've got this happening at 29 degrees. It's the critical anaretic degree. It's a graduation. There's something ending here. Venus is going to leave you a parting gift. A surprising one. She's with Uranus, the planet of surprises. So it's on, I think I explained this last week, on the Taurus Scorpio axis is finances. But especially so for you, because what did I just say? Venus, the planet of money, is in your 2nd house of income and finances, salary. And then Uranus is in Taurus in your 8th house of money as well. But that's different. It's like shared resources and assets and investments and inheritance and royalties, commissions, taxes, loans, joint bank accounts. So you've got money stuff here. And there may be some surprises, something unpredictable. And Venus, let me remind you, is in Scorpio. She's wearing a leather jacket. All right. She's extra naughty today. She's wearing an eye patch too. But here's the thing. Just expect the unexpected. Your values as well. If you are, money's not a thing for you, it's relationships or your values. Okay? Shake things up. It's fixed energy. So there's a little bit of wiggle room. What does that mean? When I say shake things up, Uranus wants you to shake things up. Uranus doesn't like boring, right? He wants you to do something different, spontaneous, extemporaneous. You can use this. Just don't resist change. Be the change that Uranus wants you to be. You're going to be fine, right? Just be listen, there's just something here that needs a little bit of breathing room. Okay. Now, the other thing is, oh, and fixed signs will feel this the most. If you have planets 27 to 29 degrees, any of the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, you're going to feel this. And you know that we've been having a lot of aspects of those late degrees, 26, 27, 28, 29. If you have any planets at all in any sign, okay, those degree points, oh, you've been feeling things the past few months in your chart. The other thing is Venus will trine Neptune in Pisces. It's not on the whiteboard. I love it. That's great. It's amazing. Music, okay, that's just the key. It's the key to this day. It's very visionary. It's very imaginary. A lot of just, it's that compassion that you get from Neptune. Very inspiring, but it's also really romantic. So I really love this day for you. And it really softens Venus opposite Uranus. This is really great. And it's, remember, music is healing. Use it, all right? Play. I always talk about hemisync, binaural beats, that flow state. And then it's Neptune, so visual, visionary, visualize, vision boards. Play some music while you do a vision board. You're going to feel really inspired. Lastly, Mars, okay? Not on the whiteboard. Mars is going to conjunct Juno. And we'll talk about that in the second spread, which is the planetoids, asteroids, lunations. It's the other half of your forecast. This is just planets. It's the other half. All right? Libra, Juno is your asteroid. Juno is your asteroid. So it looks like there is going to be there's going to be some words and agreements. There's some things we're going to have to say, and it will have to be it's probably going to be around relationships or contracts. It's in your third house. It's agreements. It's signing things. And remember, Juno is your asteroid. She's with Mars. It's like a bodyguard, but he's active. He's in Sagittarius. So really something bigger. I would not be surprised if you're traveling too. But anyway, let's see what is going on for you, Libra, with and then Sunday, by the way, Venus does move into Sagittarius. So then you're going to have the Sun, Mars, Venus, all in your third house of communication. You are going to be definitely having some, you're definitely going to be networking. But let's see what's going on for you, Libra, for the rest of November. Yeah, you're signing something. You're signing something. Libra, the other thing is you're signing something. You're traveling, you're traveling, you're possibly going back to school, or you're learning something too, or you're teaching something, or you're launching something to educate people. You're doing some branding as well. And there's going to be some focus on, there may be something here with the courts, with law, with legal matters, with Juno. We'll talk about the second spread. Libra, I do a traditional Celtic Cross spread, offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will. Secondly, Libra, y'all are amazing. Libra Nation, I love y'all. Let's get started. What we got here? What we got? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so listen, if you are a cross watcher, then you probably made that sound just like I did. Okay. Well, I can't. And I say that because he's come out in every spread. Every sign. Very interesting. He's Virgo, the Hermit. Yeah. Remember, Mars conjuncting, or not conjuncting, but squaring the nodes of fate, including the South Node in Virgo. Well, let's talk. All right, let's talk. You got the Eight of Swords. Remember what I said from the very beginning. You still have some things to say. You've got some things to get off your chest, but there's also a sense of you having to face some truths of your own, okay? Being honest with yourself, letting those truths come to the surface, okay? There's something here where you have to be, it's all about your self-belief and self-worth and self-value. You've got so much activity that's happening in Aries, which is the I am of the zodiac. And so there is a sense of like really just working on that confidence. That's your Jupiter Saturn square, especially in relationships or again, your commitments. There's something here. There's something here you have to see. I told you when Mars squares the nodes, you have to see something. You're meant to see it. It's fated. You can't be blindfolded for that moment. You got to see. And we call this a self-victim card. She put herself here. There is a sense of, let's see what it is. Let me see something. Speaking of seeing, yeah. So remember, Mars is squaring the South Node, right? And the North Node, obviously, but the South Node, your 12th house. I already said that is, the lower expression would be self-sabotage and not facing things, hidden enemies, not facing your fears, and even isolation, withdrawing yourself. Take time. Remember, it's on the health axis, especially for you. Mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, social health, all of that, physical health, all of that. Take that time. Her foot is still touching the water. It's a little puddle, but yeah, she's still connected with her emotions, okay? You can do it. The reason I'm harping on this is because you have the Eight of Swords with the moon. The moon is a subconscious, and so is the 12th house. And therefore, with the fact that you've got Mars squaring the nodes, South Node in Virgo, but also the North Node in Pisces. The moon in tarot is attributed to Pisces, and Pisces rules the 12th house. So there's a lot of that 12th house energy that's activated for you, especially with the moon conjuncting the North Node in Pisces later in the week. So there is something here. There's something here where it's the subconscious. There's a matter of there's something holding you back. You can see that clearly here. You're that crayfish. Yeah. You gotta get past that dog and the wolf to go see your buds in the ocean, right? The dog and the wolf representing evolution. What did I say from the very beginning? But this is where it gets a little, is that you got the Hermit too. And the Hermit is card 9. The moon, card 18, 1 plus 8 equals 9. Whose face is in the moon is a hermit. And so there is something here where you have to go within, and you have to take that time, and you have to really think about, what is it that I have to let go? Because it is the South Node, right? It's the South Node and the North Node, but still a 12th house energy. What is it that's holding you back? Okay. This is all about facing your truth, and this is very emotional. This is, it's the moon, right? Emotions and feelings, and even I said, like your memory, your maternal side, all of that. There's something here. Ceres in Aries is going to be a big thing. All right, she's all about self-care, nurturing, nourishment. So just be mindful. There's something here just blocking you, and it could be on a very subconscious level, and Mars is going to make you face it, because remember, Jupiter is squaring Chiron and Aries at the same time. Old wounds. All right, Page of Swords in your challenge area. This is all, everything here is saying that there's almost like a refusal to see the truth. The Page of Swords is he's enthusiastic. He wants to move forward with these new thoughts and new feelings, or new thoughts that have impact on his feelings. But he's in your challenge area. And so it's almost like there's something here that's just blocking you. And it's almost like this rivalry between the subconscious and the conscious. Page of Swords. Remember, Swords are all about truth. At the end of the day, it's all about your truth. Okay? It is the mental suit. It's everything upstairs. It's up here. No, but logic, processing, communication. Right? So there's something here where we're gonna have to face some things. Yeah? See things in a new way. And that's what this is all about anyway, right? Just expanding your horizons, the big picture. The other thing is there may be someone, it feels, and pages are young, right? They're young. They have a lot of power. Yeah, sure. They're still in the royal court, but they're young. And so they're maybe not seeing some eye to eye with someone a little bit younger. Okay? It can be a child. It can be an intern. You got work stuff happening. A lot of work and career stuff. But also family. Knight of Cups. Listen, you got so much stuff happening in your partnership area. It's almost like what's going to set you free is you just being able to be emotionally fulfilled. It doesn't even have to do with the relationships. It's just you going after the things that make your heart sing. And a lot of this is creative energy. A lot of this is just very just dreamy energy. I mean, this Pisces energy is going to be, it could actually work to your detriment, to be honest, when Mars is squaring the North Node in Pisces. But then you have strong Piscean energy this week with Saturn going direct in Pisces, Neptune trining Venus in Pisces, and the North Node in Pisces. Okay? And Pisces rules dreams, but he's a dreamer. Yeah, he's a dreamer. You see him extending his cup. He wants to share it with someone. You do too. And it could be a current relationship as well. It doesn't, and again, does not, it like, be like dream situation, dream circumstances, dream relationship, whatever it is. It's still at the end of the day all about you, okay? And there is a sense of taking action. Knights are very active. Now you have the Queen of Cups and the Redeer spread. So, I mean, you're really going to feel this Grand Water Trine. Everyone is. But the Queen of Cups, I love the Queen of Cups. She's amazing. Listen, this is someone who leads with her heart. She's a leader, but she has so much love to give. She has so much empathy, so much kindness, so much compassion. It's a lot of intuition. She's very intuitive. But you see, I pointed out, she's got her foot in the water. So does she. Okay? It's almost like her superpower, right? It fuels her. This emotional intelligence. But you see the difference here. She's free. She's not. Okay? So you are definitely in a place where there's so much emotions going through you. All right? Express them. There's, again, something here. It feels like we're holding back. You have the Hermit in your future, like every other sign. Like, it's crazy. The Hermit, there you go. You got to go deep. You got to go within. You got to go within. Do that introspection. Once you get past these two columns, whatever's blocking you up here, or your emotions or your feelings, once you blast through that, you're going to be fine. And then you can really take that time to do that soul searching, to think about your future, what you want for your future. But you're going to have to take some time for yourself, because it's almost like a little bit of recovery from these two. Yeah, when you look across. So the other thing I'm going to say is that is a lot of mutable energy, which is great. You got Virgo, you have Pisces, you have Gemini, Pisces again. Yeah. So, again, be flexible and be willing to adapt and change. Mutable is all about change. Let's get to your stuff. And Uranus, remember, is going to be opposite your ruler. And Uranus requires change. Oh, it's like non-negotiable with Uranus, especially in an opposition. All right, let's see. And maybe let's see some things. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what is going on, Libra. Tell me. Let's talk, Libra Nation. You know I love y'all. Let's see here. Oh, fax machine. Like you. Okay, this is what you're gonna do. All right, this is what you're gonna do. What the? Yep. Okay, so listen. You got the Empress. You need to have that self-love first before anything else, okay? Have that self-love. All right? That's going to build that confidence. It's going to bring that comfort. It's going to bring abundance. You're vibrating at a higher frequency. You've heard of the law of attraction. That's how it works. You got to be at that high frequency of love and self-love, super conscious love, enlightenment, everything here, compassion, all of that. You see the symbol of Venus, your ruler, it is stone-shaped heart here. Yeah, this is love. It's money. It's abundance. It's wealth. It's everything. This is Miss Everything. It's passion. It's your passions. It's sensuality. It's sexuality. It's all of that. It's fertility and growth. You're good. You're going to be fine. You're going to be good. You just got to let that in. You got to let that in. It starts with self-love. You're completely overthinking something here. All right? Just get past that 12th house energy or move through it. Explore it. You have the 9 of Cups, the wish come true card. Look at him. He's sitting there like a genie in a bottle. This is satisfaction. It's the 9 of Cups. It's attributed to Jupiter in Pisces. Remember, Jupiter is a ruler of Pisces. And so this is really nice. But what I say about enlightenment, look at the cups over his head. And it's almost as if he's showing them off like they're trophies. There's a sense of not only satisfaction, but look at what I did. Look at what I achieved. Look how far I got. Like this is really, it's in your external factors area. There may be something here. I mean, honestly look at what's waiting for you on the other side. Yeah, this is really nice. Another Pisces card, by the way, very interesting. But there is something here that's truly special, and it feels like someone is going to open doors for you. Okay, and there's, again, it's just whatever you're hoping for and wishing for, it's right there. Okay, and it looks like you know what it is. You just got to get there. All right, so we're gonna get past this. But you gotta go within. You got the star as well. You're great. Come on. The star is hope. It is a wisdom and healing. Yeah. The star is aligning for you. You're fine. And it's exactly what you're looking for. It's almost like whatever you want, there is a sense of like, I can see my finish line. I can see that the potential's there. I just got to get past this mirage And I am going to be, everything's going to be amazing. And then you got the Emperor in your final outcome. And the Emperor, that's a big deal. He is the Emperor's all is divine masculine. I mean, you got the Emperor and the Empress. Another thing that's been happening in a lot of signs, they're getting the pair. The Emperor is all about mastery of self, and you have all this Aries energy. Remember what I said in that I am part of your chart, and Aries rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships and love and marriage and all of that. Yeah. The Emperor, ruler of the land, but also his destiny. And that's what we started off with. So there is something here that's you getting all your power back. And this is so, he's the father of tarot, by the way. And so it could be you stepping into this role that can be very parental. It can be very, authoritative, like a boss role. Yeah. Whatever it is, there's wisdom here. There's power here. There's passion here. There's confidence here. Look at his armor underneath his robe. He's fully protected. You will be fully protected. And like I said, he's still a family man. He's still a family man. He's saying, yeah, I'm wearing armor. I would take a bullet for anybody. Okay? That's how confident I am. That's how confident I am. And that's how much power I have. And yeah, I'm the Emperor, but I got that passion. So you're going to be fine. You're just it's a bit of a journey of a week, but you're going to be fine, Libra. Thanks so much. Next week, you've got, we're doing December next week. And let me see here. Are you coming back from a trip? Some of y'all are coming back from a trip around the 2nd week of December. Anyway, we'll talk about it next week. You're good. You're gonna be fine. You just gotta look at this. This is amazing. But look what I'm saying is look at the progress. Look at when you get through that. Ooh, it's amazing. But this is just saying, take back your power. Take it back. Take it. And yes, tier 3 members, really good legendary members. You know where to find the link for the second spread, the bonus spread, which again is the other half of your forecast. And anyone's welcome to join Libra Nation. What was the thing, your title? I got to remember that. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you subscribe, leave comments, Libra. Y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.